Hey guys, Beards and Beers here. Normally, got a couple of us here, me, Justin, Jim, but I'm actually on my way to San Diego to see some family, and I'm on my first stop of my trip here in Tucson, Arizona, and I couldn't turn down the opportunity to tell you guys about some crazy cool craft breweries out here in the Tucson area. Unfortunately, things were a bit crazy out there. It was real busy, real loud, so I wasn't able to film in-house. But luckily, where I'm staying has their beers on draft because just like us at Beards and Beers, they support local. And that's one thing I love about this place. So we're gonna start with the first brewery I went to tonight, and it was amazing. Had dinner there, great food, great atmosphere. I'll have some pictures in this video of the area, but I'm not giving away too much. You got to come check it out. So it's called Barrios, and they've actually been open since 1991, 30 years running, and their first beer is to this day still their best beer, and that's what I've got here with me. It is the Barrio's Blonde. It is a classic. It is, as they call it, their flagship. I had a wonderful opportunity to talk with their head brewer, Grayson. Great guy, walked me through some stuff, told me a lot, taught me a lot, and this is just a phenomenal beer. So I got a sneak peek, but I'm going to give you guys my reaction on this beer. So smell, it's clean, it's light, there's the slightest hint of citrus in there. It's almost a bit of honey, just that natural sweetness that comes through. As you can see, the coloration on this blonde, standard coloration. It's fairly transparent, no haziness or yeasts or anything or floating in the beer. So this beer, really good, really clean. It's a classic blonde, has all the flavors that you want in a blonde. It's great for after a long day's work. It would be fantastic if I could get this stuff for a river trip. I could drink this all day on the river. I mean, I can't think of an occasion that I wouldn't want one of these. It's so refreshing, and you get the slightest bit of hops at the end. It's so subtle. It's not necessarily an aggressive bitterness that you would imagine with a hop, but it's just a slight tinge right at the end. So they actually use what's called a Chickasaw hop in this, and I got the opportunity to smell it, and it's such, I don't know how to describe it. It has a juicy aroma. It's really weird. It's a really sweet smelling hop. Normally we think hops, we get that bitterness, or even with those West Coast IPAs, you get that sort of piney earthiness. This was like a juicy sweetness with a very slight hint of bitterness. It's an amazing hop. This is an amazing beer. It's a really cool brewery. I also had their Scottish Amber, another great one. Hopefully I can do that review at a later time because I definitely want to make another trip out here. There's a lot of breweries and I'm only here for one day, so I'm not going to have a chance to hit them all. But this one, absolutely, you must hit it if you're out here. This is a 5. I mean, 5 out of 5. Clearly they're doing something right. It's been their flagship since they opened. Their first beer they ever made. They knocked it out of the park. Just phenomenal. So thank you guys at Barrios, and I look forward to bringing back some blondes for Jim and Justin to try in a part 2 to this, so that they can give you their impression as well. Thanks guys. Beards and Beers out.